It's still going to take 7 minutes. Let's get it going. All right. So here we are, everybody. The 7 minute case study. Holy guacamole. It's going to be great. First, we're going to talk about what's wrong with case studies. Then we're going to look at a case study that I made in about 7 minutes. Then we're going to make a case study live. And then we're going to figure out how to promote this case study really quickly, really easily. What's wrong with most case studies? First, there are some amazing case studies, but they often require graphic designers, writers, and approval by clients. They're complex. They are pristine marketing materials. For most of you, if you just want to pop out, you want to promote your results on social media, if you want to share one with a client really quickly or a prospect really quickly, or if you want to attach one to an email, you don't need something beautiful. You need something that works. Most case studies commit these following crimes. They tell an incredibly long narrative. Back when we started with this clients, the world was dark. We went through a long journey together. We focused on 17,000 things. We were very busy and the client made money. Nobody cares. Worse yet is in this activity list, we did this thing, that thing, the other thing. Constantly, regularly, and always, they are turning the vendor or supplier, i.e. you guys, into the hero. And worse than that, rarely do case studies actually connect the actions to the results set. It's not clear. Mostly, it seems like they're along for the ride. Let me give you some great guidelines. The client and the results are the hero of the story. And when you're talking about those results must have come about from your process that impacted blockers on the side of the client. These have to be the primary drivers of change, the primary things that are in the way. And all you're trying to do is create connection. They had this problem, we provided that solution. Simple, easy, not long, complex, epic length story, because that exposition, that sort of nuanced discussion can come during the sales process. The goal of your case study is really simple. It is to help your clients get interested in you. So your result set is the hook, the headlines, the thing that makes them pay attention. The result set and process points that you bring about are the way that you build your credibility and veracity so that viewer can make the choice to move from audience to prospect. That's all we're trying to do here. Audience to prospect, or in some cases, prospect to client. Quick and dirty. We're looking for maximum effectiveness, least amount of time and effort, because case studies tend to age very poorly because the world changes so quickly that often the process and techniques and issues that you solve might not exist 6 months from now, 12 months from now, 2 years from now. You've got to be able to create these things really fast, and they have to be high effectiveness with minimum amount of drag. If you know me, you know that I have zero design skills. Zero, none, negative design skills. I'm not making anything beautiful, just making things that work. The role of your case study is this: transformation with your company in the middle, not exposition, not long tales of exquisite detail, not talking about your patents or how hard you worked. Before, after, you're in the middle. That's it. Simple, simple, simple. This case study is one that I made in about 7 minutes. This is one of my clients, hustler marketing, their retention marketing agency serving a slice of e-commerce. Great. Here are their result sets: 800% revenue growth, 50% revenue per client increase. Blammo. Those are good, exciting numbers, right? So what are their issues? I lay a little context. They face many of the issues that face lots of agencies, but there are three big ones keeping them back: lack of clear target clients, a Me Too value proposition, and lack of a repeatable, compelling sales process. Solution: we worked intensely with the management team. We did some modeling. We hit the process. So the pieces of my process that we used, customer DNA, we modeled the attributes of customers they were successful with to create a targeted profile that has those attributes. And that makes targeting and acquisition easier because you're talking to people with whom you can be successful. So that solves the lack of clear target clients issue. Client first benefit. presentation of the results in a client-friendly way, presentation of the process in a client-friendly way, that changes the Me Too value proposition. Me Too value proposition is the same one that every other retention agency is providing. But when you say, we work with e-commerce retailers to do something fantastic specific to e-commerce, and we talk about the results in the language and context of the things that are important to the client, blam. Now we've created a very highly targeted, highly effective value proposition by making the client benefit first process. And this is something we go through as part of my coaching. Then the lack of repeatable sales process we solved by the one call / triage close. That is a standardized process by which we essentially understand the client issues, do a little bit of triage in the call, make the decision. Can we help them or not? Are they worthy of our services or not? And then we go through a single call close process. Really simple, but that's it. 3 issues, 3 solutions, part of my process. Quote from the client, the structure that Tim brought, blah, blah, blah. Tim's awesome. Yay. My call to action. You want results like this? Schedule a call with me. Down the bottom, I give credit to the client. Extraordinary dedication by the Hustler team made the success inevitable. So my process solved. They got great results. They get credit for the work. Yay. All good, all simple, all clean, all true, all real. All right. So here are the ingredients that you need for a 7-minute case study. A simple result set that can be expressed in numbers. Qualitative results, better, improved, whatever, not good enough. It's got to be numbers for this purpose. You need a client logo, a short list of issues that existed in the client when you started, no more than 3 issues. More than that, it's too confusing, it's messy, it's gross. 3 maximum. Process, parts of your process that solve the issue. You need a quote from your client, a call to action, and then if you're feeling generous, which I like to, always give credit to the team. Right now, we are going to build a case study live. We are using the Hustler Marketing template. You can make whatever template you want, but these are the elements you needed. All right. I'm looking at the clock right now. It is 4:39 p.m. By 4:46, we should be just about done. The very first thing we got to do is we got to get rid of that logo. Here's the new logo. This is TransBiz. Trans is a product creation and marketing agency that helps grow via Amazon and direct to consumer. And we're going to adjust that. We're going to arrange that. So that's up front. Okay, great. Now their results are slightly different. So they have growth, but here's the cool thing. They had 600 profits. So is issues is there more kids with a full container models and had sales of about 10. Not also, right? So what are their issues? Wrong. This or sales. Sure. Oh. All right, the solution. So we worked intensely with the management, staff, and sales team, cast their business model to reflect their impact. Additionally, we revamped the entire sales process. Affecting. So the piece of the process that really came into play here is saying this festival pricing level allows for variable this effort over. Now, impact-based pricing, just so you know, their offer went from $4,000 a month to $50,000 upfront. Next, for sales structure, we instituted an authority-based selling structure. This is something that we did to establish control and authority throughout sales presentation, reducing the thing. And finally, what we did is we instituted a ticket for the it close, which frankly is pretty fantastic actually. This West vision is added through your suite. Now, here's the quote from Anthony and $110 in business. That's it. That was actually 6 minutes because I rock. You can do this as well. Simple. Create a template. Plug in the results. We are actually going to promote this deal right now. Now what we do, guys, is we're going to hop on over to Facebook and we're actually going to post this thing. Here we go. Great. Hey, sports fans. Plus 7 is the results. This. Or you can see. Here's my calendar link. I'm going to add a photo to it. TransBiz case study. Open it right up. Bingo, bango, bongo. Hey, guess what? In about 9 minutes, so 7 minutes to create it and 2 minutes to promote it, I have actually just created the case study, put it together, and I'm shoving it in the face of my audience. So if they want the results like this, they know where to find me. Peasy, lemon squeeze.